Welcome back to this stage of box making with second level box. In the previous video I showed you how to cover up the parts for the inside of the box at the box bottom, and now I'm going to show you how to put in a piece of ribbon to hold the lid in place, like in this box, this piece. You see? This piece we are going to do. You cannot, it's not really good if you only place the ribbon to the side and somewhere there, because with one little movement the ribbon will come out. So what you need to do is place this ribbon, stick it to the bottom of the box before you build up the rest of the box. You stick it to the bottom, you stick it a little bit to the side of the base, and then when everything is finished in the base of the box, you will, or we will, attach the end of the ribbon to the lid. And also here it will have to go a little bit like a zigzag, otherwise it will come off too easily. I use double-sided tape for this. You can use a white one or a small one, doesn't matter. I hope this is an old tape, because I live abroad in Africa, in Ghana, and so I have a lot of my tools over there. Right now I'm in Holland for the holidays, and I have to search through my materials here if it's still there, and some of the items are getting a little old, but it will do. It will do. What you need is a piece about 50 centimeters long, right? Then you're going to look how far you want it to go inside. So let's say 20 centimeters are going to the inside. That's a lot. 15 centimeters are going in the bottom of the box. By holding it in place by your hands, you can eyeball, so you want it to be placed on in that position. Have a look. This position. So you see it's somewhere there you want it to be. I place the double-sided tape on the cardboard. I press it down firmly so it will be easier to take off the paper top of that tape. Now my nails are very short, so yes, there it is. Okay. You take the tape. I let the lid lean against my body, and I measure. I will do like this, and it will go here, so about this much will go inside the box. So I hold the tape like this. This is the position. The lid is open slightly more than 90 degrees, and I want the ribbon to be here, so like this, and I stick it to the double-sided tape. Okay, this one that will go up I leave outside, and this I'm going to stick down to the bottom of the box with the double-sided tape. I place it apart inside. It will roughly go there. And another part that goes into the box. And this will be like here, like this. Okay, I'll take off the paper and I stick the ribbon on top of it. that's one part. And now the long part. I really have to press down firmly the tape so it will be easier. Take it off. Sometimes it doesn't go easy, but I know I will get it. Just by pressing down the tape, the paper will come out. There it is. So this tape is a little bit old, so that makes it a bit more complicated. You see, I have made this corner here. Now I just fold it like this. And then the telephone goes. Be back in a minute. Okay, I answered the telephone, we can continue. We have stick the ribbon inside the box. It's a little too long, so I'll trim it. Right, like this. Okay, now I'm going to start with the bottom part. I'm going to glue this one in on the bottom. For this part, we can put the glue straight onto the bottom. Because when we touch the sides while gluing the bottom, it's not a problem because the side will be covered up. So, put glue on top of the ribbon in all corners. Okay, let's glue everywhere. And now I just place it on the bottom and it should be going down. Yes, there it is. So I push it down firmly so it stays in place. Yes, there we go. Now we'll put in the spacers. I take the two longest ones first. I put glue. Take the magazine. I don't need to cover those because they are not visible. They only add some space so we can close the lid better on top or over the neck. So this is spacer number 1. I stick it, I push it down to the bottom. And then I take the next one. Whoop. And this one I'm going to stick to this side. I place it down to the bottom and I bring it up. As far down as possible. Okay. And the two smaller ones that go to the sides. One goes here. In between the front and the back. All the way down. Stick it firmly. And number 4 goes here. Okay. Double check with the panels, the neck panels, before you glue them in, if they still fit. Yes, that one is fine. And this one, of course it fits. Okay, I'm going to put glue on the cardboard on the back and a little bit on the fabric, depending how low it comes to the back, but not all the whole piece, just 2/3 of it. There we go. And this is one of the nicest moments of putting the box together, because the cardboard disappears and all colors are going to complement each other. You see? You bring it in, push it down to the bottom and firmly to the sides. Now, be careful, because there's now fabric here. When you put it on the magazine, it needs to be a clean spot where there's no glue. Otherwise you have to put new fabric around it because of spoiling with glue. There you go. This one goes to the front. I first bring it down, touching the bottom. I press it down and I move it up like this. Right? Before bringing in the 2 side panels, check again if it fits. Because now there is fabric around the cardboard and sometimes it doesn't fit. Now this one is too tight. I have to trim. Not a problem, because I don't need to cover the side. I can take off a little piece. Let me check on this side. Also, this one is too tight. It's simply because I have covered up the front and the back, so these parts have become a little thicker. So I'm going to trim a little bit of the 2 side panels, and this one too. If you don't do that and you squeeze it in, you will push these 2 parts out, and then you cannot close the lid. Okay? There should not be any pressure on it. The bone folder, my other ruler, and I'm going to trim. I press the ruler firmly down and I take away 1 millimeter. Check, double check. This is fine, although it's a little stiff. Let me see how it feels. It's okay. Yes. And on this side, yeah, that's good. I'm going to trim this one too. Yeah. Rolling it this way. I'm standing up to give a little bit more power to the box cutter. Yeah, that's fine. I trim the threads away if needed. Yes. Okay. This is clean. The glue only on the top. Don't do too little, it should be staying in place. If you want to make sure these stay on their place inside the box, you can add a little bit extra on the cardboard. It's a bit thick. I leave it. That will keep the box in place. This part of the box. Okay, and you bring it up. You bring it down to the bottom and then you push it up. take care this ribbon stays in place, that it is not, this stays in place, it's not going to go the other way. Right there. Same here, but I take a new page on the magazine. Little bits, glue. There it is. And I am going to place that down here. Down to the bottom and up, like that. You see, the inside of the box is done. In the next tutorial, I'll show you how to attach the ribbon to the lid and cover the next piece to put on top there. Okay.